They're back! Hey, welcome to the Change Guru. This is a place where we have a weekly conversation about all things midlife. And today we are talking boomerang generation. What's a boomerang generation? Well, it's a trend where adult kids are coming back to the family home in an effort to kind of get back on their feet after a rough start in the world. In the United States, this is especially common because a lot of young adults who are recent college graduates are finding it tough to get a job in the field that they've been studying in, and plus they've got big student loan debt. So moving back home with mom and dad is kind of a way to get back on their feet and get another start in the adult world. The media kind of portrays the whole boomerang generation as a really negative thing, a shameful thing for these young adults, and a problem for the parents who are welcoming back their kids. And actually, as a mom who has 3 adult kids and who's experiencing various aspects of the boomerang generation, my son's living with us right now while he's between apartments, I actually see it as a different and really positive way of making a family unit strong, of helping each other, and just a really cool and maybe unknown way of going into the future. So today I want to share with you a few new ways of looking at the whole idea of the boomerang generation, because a lot of us at midlife who have say goodbye to our kids have finally gotten the hang of the empty nest, only to have that knock on the door, "Mom, can I come back in?" So these are 3 ways to kind of embrace the idea and actually make it not only work for your kids, but make it work for you. Identify what the challenge is for you. In my book, Be Your Own Change Guru, I wrote about one thing that drove me completely crazy when my kids were older and I was trying to transition careers, and that was the fact that I had to keep on cleaning up after everyone.
What time's dinner, Mom?
About a half an hour.
It felt really like I was being totally taken advantage of. So I knew ahead of time, before my kids started coming in back home, that this was a problem for me and we had to figure out a way to solve it. So what we offered was that in exchange for staying here, my son could contribute to a house cleaner once a week. Or if that's one of your issues, and say your kid isn't in a financial situation to pay, they can help clean, just make certain duties that they have to do. It's not negotiable. That's the way it has to be done as a condition of staying with you. So really identifying what is the thing that you don't like doing, and figuring out a way that your kid can contribute and help out really works out. It helps them feeling like they're contributing and they're not loafing, and it also makes you feel great because it's just one thing that you do not have to do. One thing that I think it's really important for us to be aware as we get older, and that is the importance of hanging out with younger people. I think all we have to do is look at our parents' generation to see the kind of conversations that they have with their peers. It's probably about the pills that they're taking, or about, the aches and pains that they're feeling. And I think one of the ways to kind of stay ageless is by the company you keep, hanging with younger people. And when you have younger people living at home with you, that's the perfect opportunity to start this practice. What I love about having my kids at home is that they bring their friends over. I get to really get to know their music and get to appreciate the music, so I'm really on top of trends. I love the opportunity to develop a new friendship with my adult kids, but I also love just hanging around the energy of younger people. I think it makes me a better person, and it's something that I'm going to continue for the rest of my life. I feel like hanging around with younger people keeps us ageless, so this is an awesome opportunity to get ourselves a piece of that. When my kids are back at home with me, they get to see me at midlife doing a completely different thing than they would have seen me as they were growing up. They see me working in a new business. They see me going back to school. They see my life and moving and in different directions, and they see for themselves of what's capable after 40 years old. If they were off and doing their own thing with their own peers, they may not see it, but here they get a real first-hand look at their mom doing something that's new and different. And especially for my daughters, I think that this is a time that can be very, very educational for them and very, very positive to see their mom changing her life after 40. So I love the opportunity that we get to, be the change that we want to see in the world at a very, very direct spot. So those are 3 ways to really embrace the idea of the not so empty nest anymore. And wouldn't you know it, my son found an apartment today. So he'll be going soon, but I'm sure there'll be another Paget kid back at our ranch sometime, but that's completely fine. I think that there's a lot of growth and great things that can happen because of this new trend. Now, are you going through the boomerang generation? What do you do to make it easy for you? Just like I was saying with number 1, to identify what's one of the challenges that you think you're going to have and how you can get the kids on board to help in that way. What is a way that you can get the kids to help you? I would love to hear how you're making the boomerang generation work for you and your family. Can you post it below and share with us so everyone can get ideas and inspiration on how to go through this thing? Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, I would love you to join in this conversation. I do these videos every single week on something midlife, and I don't want you to miss any. All right, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Have a super week, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye for now.